What's going on, you guys? My name is Owen and welcome back to another video. First off, I want to thank you guys for the support on the first collection release. It means so much to me. Almost sold out of everything. The Ice Large, XL, and Double XL are all gone, completely sold out. The dirt colorways are almost gone. There's like less than 10 left of each size. So if you were thinking about copying one, definitely do it now before they're all gone forever. I'm not gonna do any sort of restock unless I do find like a few random sizes here and there, but for the most part, no restock whatsoever. Also, by the way, I want to remind you guys, for those of you who did purchase an item or multiple items from the collection, to make sure you tag me or the brand on Instagram when you post your fit pics, because I'm gonna be doing a top subscriber outfits video most likely next week, showing off your outfits, and the outfits must feature at least one item from the collection. It doesn't matter if you like layer over the item, as long as it's like somewhat showing and you tag me and the brand on Instagram, then you're pretty much submitted, good to go. I'm gonna be recording that video next weekend, so try to post your outfits on Instagram before then. I have started on the next collection, going through the sampling process and that kind of thing. I'll do some sort of update video in the near future explaining what my plans are for the second collection. So for today's video, even though I haven't figured out exactly what I'm gonna title it, the major topic of the video is gonna be like essentials that you need in your wardrobe that'll last a long time and age really nicely. I need to find a way to compact that title, but that's like the gist of it. So I'm just gonna be going over 5 different item categories and showing off some of the pieces that I have in those item categories and why you should invest a little bit more money into those categories just so they last a lot longer. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So the first item category that I want to talk about are leather shoes. I wanted to keep that category very general because there's so many different types of shoes you can go with. But the 2 types that I brought here are a pair of loafers and then also a pair of combat boots or just like regular boots. The reason why I feel like leather shoes are such a good investment into your wardrobe is because they break in so nicely over time. If you've had a pair of leather shoes for like a year plus, they're gonna look a lot better than they did when you first got them, if that makes sense, because they're not like creased up nicely, there's no scuff marks, anything like that. I'm definitely a fan of the rugged, broken in look, and one of the pairs of shoes I brought here are a pair of vintage combat boots, like Red Wing combat boots. I believe these are military issue. I don't remember offhand what year these are from, but I'm pretty sure the eBay listing said like Vietnam War era. And the cool thing about combat boots is that if you search vintage combat boots on eBay, you'll probably get thousands of listings because there's so many of them. There's a gigantic abundance of them. And a lot of brands try to do the same silhouette. They just try to make their own version of it without changing too much, and then they'll upcharge you a lot or even downcharge you, like if they make a boot and then make it cheaply with like cheap materials. However, the cool thing about vintage combat boots is that they're really, really cheap. You can find pairs for under $100 very easily. I believe I got these for around 80 or 90, so definitely a steal price. And since these were made with a really nice leather, they're just gonna break in so nicely. You guys can already see that the leather is like cracking and it's folding and creasing up in like all the right ways. And the other pair of shoes I brought to talk about like good leather shoe investments is this pair of Jacob Hetzer leather loafers. I believe this is a calfskin leather on the exterior, and then the interior is like a pig skin, but I could be wrong. I'm forgetting all the details about the shoe, but I love these shoes so much. I normally don't go for the very formal look. It's just not really something that fits in my style too well. However, I love these shoes. You can dress them up, you can dress them down. That's why I feel like these are really versatile shoes. And Jacob designed these shoes to crease up and just like have a lot of wear and tear put into them really, really easily. That was like his intention of the shoe because of the leather choices. But yeah, definitely a great investment shoe. I've been wearing them a lot on my Instagram. I wear them so much actually. They go well with like jeans, they go well with like regular pants, they go well with shorts too. I saw how he styled them on his Instagram with shorts, and they just look great regardless, so I definitely recommend these shoes. The next category I want to talk about are jeans. I have 4 pairs of very similar jeans, and I'll just kind of run over why I feel like jeans are such a good investment piece, and they're very, very cheap too. If you get the right pair of jeans, they're gonna last you a lifetime pretty much. Levi's especially. Levi's is one of the best brands you can put your money to when it comes to jeans. They're meant to last longer than we are. This pair right here is actually my favorite pair of Levi's that I own currently. This is just your classic 505, which is my preferred fit when it comes to Levi's. It's kind of like just a plain straight leg. Not too slim, but not too like baggy. It's a perfect in-between. For the wash, I generally go for a light blue wash just because I feel like it goes with a lot more outfits I have in my current wardrobe. It goes with like brown tones, it goes with black tones, it goes with white tones. Whereas if you go for like a darker wash, it might not go with as many outfits. There's basically a style, a color, and a level of wear that's for anybody pretty much. This pair right here is really nice wear put into it. I bought it pretty much in this condition. It goes from like this nice blue to a sandy color, and then on the left leg is a nice big knee rip. Over here, like on the thigh area, is another rip, and then I believe the back area also has a couple rips too. So really nice jeans. They definitely have that rugged look that I tend to go for when it comes to outfits and styling. So this is a great pickup. I got these for around like $50 too. And that's the great thing about jeans is that you don't have to pay a lot of money to get a great pair of jeans. If you did want to pay a little bit more money, you could get something very similar. This pair right here is a Helmut Lang painter jean from, I believe it was either 98 or 99, or actually I think it was autumn winter 98, 99. And I love the wash in this pair. Normally you see these jeans a little bit more of a darker wash, but I don't know how this pair got to this fade, but it has like a nice sandy color to it. I love it so much. Then it has that classic paint splatter pattern going down both legs. It's like a white paint with like subtle hits of black paint, which looks nice. Very similar distressing to the other pair actually. It has one big left knee rip and then a smaller rip on the thigh area. I've had a lot of people message me trying to buy these jeans, but I'm not gonna let go of these anytime soon. I got these for a pretty good price too, considering how they are technically designer. I think they're like 250 bucks, which for a pair of jeans that are very similar to Levi's might not have been the best choice, but sometimes you do have to pull the trigger to get something that's a little bit more iconic. And the last pair, which is probably the most different out of all of them, is another pair of Levi's 505s. These are just very, very traditional vintage Levi's. These used to be a black color, however, due to like washes and dry cycles, they have become this really nice like faded gray color. There's no rips, no stains, anything like that on these jeans. I just wanted something that's a little bit more formal, a little bit more plain, and it just goes with obviously different outfits because you can definitely pair up black jeans with different outfits than you can with blue jeans. Getting the right pair of jeans can go a long way. I definitely do not recommend going the fast fashion route. Don't go to Zara, don't go to H&M, don't go to Forever 21 for your jeans. They're very bad investments and they will only last maybe like a year tops if you treat them nicely. But usually they're like paper thin. If you go with Levi's, if you go with vintage Levi's especially, you'll get nice thick jeans. This is generally what you're looking for. Going back over to shoes, the next category is going to be Air Jordan 1s. That's a lot more specific of a category than these other ones. But I feel like Air Jordan 1s are probably one of the best sneakers that I've ever released in my opinion. The silhouette is so iconic, it's so easy to wear, it goes with so many outfits, and there's a really, really large variety of color schemes. Pretty much there's a color scheme for everybody out there. If you don't like these specific colorways I'm going to show you guys, then you can probably find one out there. Currently, I only have 2 pairs of Jordan 1s, and they are both from the same year, the original release back in 1985, so they are older than me by quite a bit. But this pair right here is called the neutral gray colorway, and this pair right here are the metallic blues. These are a new pickup of mine. I just got them earlier this week, so I'm very, very happy with them. I've had the neutral gray colorway for about a year now, and they've held up great. I've had to do some repairs here and there, but considering how they're a shoe from 1985, you can't really complain too much. The unfortunate thing about these shoes is that the original releases go for a lot more money. Jordan 1s, depending on like the collab or the colorway, can fetch a lot more money than other colorways. Since I am always after that rugged, beat up look that's like very worn in, has a lot of wear and tear put into them already, this is a great pickup for me. And then these ones, again, very, very similar. It does have that yellowed sole. However, since this is the metallic blue colorway, where the gray is on those ones, there's a shiny blue paint that was put on, except over time it obviously has like chipped off entirely. But Air Jordan 1s are definitely a staple in pretty much anybody's wardrobe. There's a pair out there for anybody. I think almost all my friends who are into fashion in some regard have a pair of Jordan 1s. Might not be a very expensive pair, might not be a rare pair, but they do have some variation of the Jordan 1. A lot of people think that you can't style these with shorts. I think shorts are a great option with these. I do wear that quite a bit now that it is summer. So if you were looking for a great sneaker to kind of fill that void in your wardrobe, that can go with a lot of outfits, I definitely recommend the Jordan 1. The next category I want to talk about are trucker jackets. I feel that the trucker jacket silhouette is so classic. It goes with so many outfits like all these other pieces do. And there's so many different variations you can go for. You can go with the classic Levi's like denim jacket look. You can get something a little bit more crazy or avant-garde like these pieces are. If you did want to go through the vintage route, definitely check on eBay. There's a lot of different options like that. If you didn't want to necessarily get a denim one, I'm sure there's something like that out there, like these ones. Right now, I don't have any blue denim jackets just because I haven't found the right one for me yet. But these jackets do have that classic trucker jacket silhouette. First trucker jacket that I want to show you guys, I've had for a little while now, not too long, but I actually don't break it out and wear it too often just because it has been kind of hot recently. But this is a Capital denim jacket. I don't know exactly what year this is from, but this is kind of called the Thunderbird denim jacket. On both sleeves, kind of on the elbow region, you guys can see a hand-sewn Thunderbird that kind of goes from blue, white to red. It's a really, really beautiful piece. I love the detail. Capital always puts in nice attention to detail. I have kind of been off of Capital recently just because sometimes they just go a little crazy with the silhouettes, and I normally go for the more classic looks, which is why I really love this denim jacket. It is in this really nice like dark sand tan colorway. It's got the 2 chest pockets, it's got the button up front. You could also go with a zip up front like a Harrington or a golf jacket, which I really like too. It has like the stitching going down the front side. They normally have a back side that looks like this with 2 seams coming down, and then they'll usually have a collar like this too. This trucker jacket is a little bit longer. Normally people like to go for that cropped, oversized silhouette, but this one's a lot more slim, which I think fits into my style nicely. And because this is a nice high quality jacket made with good denim, it'll kind of like break in nicely over time. It'll show signs of wear as you wear the jacket. So in 20 years, hopefully when I still have this jacket, it'll look really nice and beat up. So the next piece I want to show you guys, it is a trucker jacket, however, it's not denim at all. This is by Jacob Hetzer, and it was made out of this cotton canvas material. So it's very, very lightweight, very thin, like perfect for spring, summer, fall time, that kind of range. And the cotton canvas material is put through this really nice copper dye wash that kind of like stems from the bottom of the jacket. This is pretty much how the jacket looks right when you get it out of the packaging. It has a lot of wear and tear put into it. It's like dirtied up and stained. The dye wash isn't like perfectly symmetrical as you go across because it's all hand done. And then one of my favorite parts is actually the leather detailing. On the cuffs and underneath the collar, you get this really nice like matte black, kind of like rough suede leather. And then instead of it having the 2 traditional chest pockets in the front, it has 1 chest pocket and then 2 like key pockets. I don't even know what those pockets are called actually. And then on the back side, it does have the semi-traditional trucker jacket look. Instead of it having the 2 clean seams, it's just folded in and pleated right there. And it has a nice buckle to kind of adjust the fit. So pretty much the definition of trucker jackets are very loose, but because it is a light jacket that you can layer over a t-shirt or layer over a hoodie or layer over a button-up shirt, there's just so many different ways to style it. And again, like I said, they'll wear as you wear, and I definitely recommend getting a nice one. Don't go the cheap route, don't go the fast fashion route. I can definitely recommend getting something that's high quality and that will last a long time. The next category I want to touch on are side bags. I want to keep this category kind of general because there are so many different kinds of side bags. The 2 ones I have right here. So this one is from my brand Hyatt. I just released it a couple weeks ago, and there still is a few in stock if you did want to cop this. But this is just a cylindrical side bag. You can hold it like a handbag, or you can wear it across your body, which is my preferred way to wear this bag. Even though this is a smaller bag, I do feel like it can be part of your outfit. I'm able to style and wear this piece very often because it is like a unique item. Having the design on the front and back, and also it being like a black cylindrical bag, just makes it like a really nice piece. It's a good complement to a lot of like monochromatic outfits. And the other bag that I have that's like a side bag is actually from Jacob Hetzer. It was released part of the same collection as the copper dye denim jacket, but this is the copper dye tote bag. Made out of the exact same material. It also has the copper wash on the bottom side, and then it also does have that same leather detailing. It has like the blistered matte leather on the inside, which is really, really nice. And this piece is also functional. I carry my laptop and stuff like that in it. It also has little pockets. But this piece, since it is a little bit bigger, it is more of a statement piece, I feel like. When you wear it in your outfit, it definitely stands out a lot. And because it does have a color scheme to it, you can like match it with different parts of your outfit. So it's very versatile in those regards. I feel like when people are building their wardrobe, they're like getting into fashion and stuff like that, they generally skip over bags and accessories. Finding a nice bag that you can wear with a lot of outfits is a great choice. I think it's a great investment overall because you'll have them for a long time if you get a good bag. And because menswear is becoming a lot more feminine and like boundaries are being broken in terms of what's okay to wear, I feel like bags are the perfect accessory. It can be hard to find a good bag that fits with your style. You might not be entirely comfortable with the idea of wearing a bag that's not a backpack. Actually prefer these bags over backpacks. Even though you can find a nice designer backpack or something like that, I feel like it's more of a functional piece rather than a styling piece. I don't have a lot of ideas of where to get bags, but I would definitely check out Grailed, eBay. Those are the big spots that I usually hit when I'm looking for accessories. So I definitely recommend checking out those. And that's gonna do it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment if there's any categories I'm forgetting. I'm definitely forgetting a lot of them now that I think about it. Sweatshirts might have been a good one. So maybe I'll make a part 2 later in the future. And don't forget, if you are submitting your outfits to my top subscriber outfits video that I'm gonna be recording next week, don't forget to tag me and the brand on Instagram. Thank you again for watching. Peace out, you guys. Have a good day. See you next time.